For our nation's recent college graduates, it's a different, difficult, and demanding new world out there. We asked David Pogue to help us understand just how bad the job market is and what those young job seekers can do to succeed.
For generations, young Americans have heard the same message: go to college, get a job. But lately, how's the job market for young people right now?
Terrible.
It feels like once you graduate, you're expecting things to just fall into place, and sometimes that's just really not the case.
It definitely hasn't been the case for recent graduates Megan Obetz in Philadelphia, Olivia Bennett in New York, Daniel Fisher in Anchorage, and Michael Sundheim in Minneapolis.
You send tens, hundreds of applications in.
Your resume is getting thrown into a pile and AI is basically sorting it through.
The last position that I interviewed for had 300 applicants.
And you're not even hearing back. You can't even get a rejection. You just submit into some kind of void.
It gets to a point where you definitely feel defeated.
There's no humans involved as far as I can tell. It's plausible to me that this is some kind of elaborate psychological experiment that's being done on me and my classmates to see, how many applications they can get us to submit before we lose our minds.
They're not imagining it. The unemployment rate among young people is about twice the national average. And 40% of college graduates who are working have taken jobs that don't require a college degree, like temporary and part-time gigs.
People who are trying to look for jobs for the very first time are having a really difficult time of it, the hardest time that they've had in years.
Laura Veldkamp is an economics professor at Columbia Business School. The trope I keep hearing is that AI has taken all these jobs. How true is that?
There's a little bit of truth to that. The research that's done on this suggests that AI has actually increased the unemployment rate by about 0.1%. So that's 1 in 1,000. But it's definitely not the whole story of what's going on with unemployment.
The real story, she says, is a weak economy.
Measures of uncertainty are at all-time highs recently. And when people are uncertain, they often freeze, right? So this is a deer in the headlights moment for U.S. employers, where they're uncertain partly about AI. They don't know how it's going to affect their businesses and how it's going to affect their hiring needs. But they're also uncertain about tariffs that have been on again, off again, higher, lower. The third thing that's creating uncertainty is a lot of fluctuation in fuel prices. They've almost doubled in the last few months. And when its price moves around a lot, it creates a lot of uncertainty for the cost of doing business.
More deers and more headlights.
Absolutely.
Is there something in an employer's mind that makes them more likely to crunch the slowdown of incoming employees?
If you're really uncertain about what to do and you freeze, that means I don't want to do something new, like go look for a new person who may or may not work out. And so that tends to be young people.
And to make matters worse,
wages are lower because there's so much demand from potential workers.
Wait, so not only is it harder to find one, but when I get one, it's going to be paying less?
I'm sorry to say yes.
There are certain industries that offer some green shoots of hope. We are going to be pumping jobs into the system.
Laura Fuentes runs human resources for Hilton, which employs 500,000 people. She points out that some fields are hungry for new workers, including healthcare, energy, AI, and hospitality.
Those with the right hustle, the right mindset are piercing through, and we're able to find them.
The other thing you hear a lot is, I submitted 100 applications and I just got these AI rejections that I can't even get through.
Yeah, and I do feel for students. I mean, I'm a mom of 2 kids. They've witnessed that. So play the long game, be patient and persevere, and I'd say open up your aperture. Right, so a lot of kids come out with this I want to be X when I graduate. That first job, it's not your identity and it's not your destination. It's a launching pad, right?
Are you saying don't be so picky?
A little bit. Loosen up about the exact job title, the exact pay, the exact thing you will be doing.
Ironically, part of the problem might be the websites designed to make finding a job easier, like LinkedIn, ZipRecruiter, and Indeed. They've come up with the one-click Apply button. This kind of feature lets you blast out your resume to hundreds of listings. As a result, each job opening may get thousands of applications, lowering everyone's chances of getting through. And employers often wind up using AI to evaluate the tsunami of applications. Laura Fuentes suggests a better way.
As our recruiters lovingly say, don't spray and pray. Find a couple of entry points beyond your recruiter and beyond the online application. Even as a student, your network is likely far broader than you imagine. Your professors, the people you babysat for, friends of the family, keep at it. All you need is that one yes to get in the door.
And sure enough, studies have shown that most jobs are filled through personal connections. Will you raise your hand if you've heard the advice, forget the job sites, go through a networking channel, someone you know?
But in order to know somebody, you have to know somebody, and you don't always.
And even if you do have a connection, you're not guaranteed anything, which is incredibly disappointing.
After months of searching, Olivia Bennett and Michael Sundheim finally landed jobs through people they'd met, not through job sites. Olivia accepted a job outside her chosen field.
I went to college for international relations and specifically US-China policy. I now work in digital marketing in event production, so it's kind of different.
Megan is still looking for a job in music or marketing. Daniel is still hunting for something in law or political advocacy. Fortunately, the dry spell may be easing.
This month's job report suggests that we've turned the corner, and we're starting to see more jobs posted, more entry-level jobs posted that young people would be highly qualified for. We don't stay frozen forever. Eventually, even amidst all the uncertainty, life must go on, business must proceed, and we're going to need more workers to make that happen.
For recent grads like Daniel Fisher, a turnaround can't come too soon.
I mean, it doesn't matter to me if it's the economy or not, right? Like, it is deeply personal. I really would like to not live with my parents anymore because I need to start my life. I need to, have a career.